going to see some of the same slides, but it's brand new information. Trust me. So I always like to start off these calls with my goal for the web class. So let me move this down here. So my goal for today's web class is I want to show you how to get unlimited viral Facebook posts for any niche. And yes, I mean unlimited and any niche. It doesn't matter whatsoever. If people are selling stuff in that niche, if people are buying stuff in that niche, it'll work. Okay. Second thing is I want you to create your own swipe file. Some of you on this call, raise your hand or give a thumbs up if you have a swipe file or if you know what a swipe file is. If you don't have it, you want to pay close attention because I have it. A lot of other marketers can't go without it. I know for sure. You know, it's a big help for me, and I'm going to show you how you can create your own swipe file starting today. And basically, what a swipe file is just having material, whether it's ads, copy, things that you can always look back on and use as examples and templates and stuff so you can work and move faster and more efficiently. So I'm going to allow you to create that, and then also it'll be ready to deploy, like I said. All right, so I'm going to show you how to target raving fans of those very same viral posts. And also you're going to have an endless supply of laser targeted leads. And this is a fact, and I'm going to break everything down to you. All right. So, who am I? Why should I tell you this? For those who are on the past calls, I'm going to spare you a little bit. I'm just going to go into why I know this process works that I'm about to break down to you. All right. So I've used these tactics to grow multiple six-figure businesses since 2011. I don't spend a single dime on paid traffic at all. And you can go to, if those of you who are familiar with Social Prospector Pro, you can go to the Facebook business page. I haven't ran a single ad, right? Um, also, what I'm about to show you, I've been able to duplicate it with my virtual assistants and different teams. So I know it works for literally anyone. And also Social Prospector Pro, which was a brand new business that I kind of did a soft launch in last year around April. I was able to generate over 140,000 in just 9 months in 2020. Like I said, brand new business. Haven't spent a single dime on ads. Let's see. And you can see some proof here because, you know, people talk, but, you know, it's always best to show proof. So 141,000, you can see that's the name of my company. And you can see, you know, all of the dates and everything like that. All right. So why this process works. So all top marketers follow the same 3-step process. Okay. So it's 3 critical steps. First, you want to decide who your perfect customer is, which we call avatar. So it doesn't matter what niche you are, you always have to start with who do I want to serve? You know, who do I want to solve problems with? So that's number one. Once you decide who your perfect customer is, you then want to find out who's currently who's serving them, who currently has their attention. All right. The third thing you want to do is you want to focus on getting your offer in front of those people as well. Okay. And I want you to start off every day asking yourself this question. And for anyone who's interested, you can always reach out to me after this. I have this as a cell phone wallpaper as well as a desktop wallpaper. So I gave it to my users because I want you to ask daily, who has my customers? Who has my customers? That's a very important question. So I put this image in here because this was my son. He's 11 now, but this is when he was 7, right? And I said it works no matter who you are. We went on a fishing boat. He never fished a day in his life. He caught him and the guy right there at the end. They caught all of the fish, and it was like 8 to 10 people on the boat. He didn't know what he was doing, but he put the bait in the right spot. So like I said right here, irresistible bait, hungry fish, it equals success. It doesn't matter who you are. Success is a science. Marketing is a science. And the definition of science is anything that's repeatable. So it doesn't matter if I'm over here in the States, if you're in New Zealand, if you're in Australia, if I show you step by step and then you do the same steps and get results, it's a science. So that's why it doesn't matter who you are. I'm going to show you exactly how this process works and how it's going to work for you. All right, so you can see right here, YouTube bait. So this is a video that I put up sometime last year. And the topic of the video is how to create multiple Facebook pages. So simple little video. I got 60 something comments, like 3,000 views or something like that. And you can see out of these 61 comments, for example, if you had a course showing people how to create multiple Facebook profiles, or if you had a software that did it for them that automatically did that, if you message every single person who commented down below, wouldn't they be your perfect prospect? Because they came to view a video that's teaching them, that's trying to solve a problem, which obviously they have because they searched it and they came across a video showing how to create multiple Facebook profiles. So if you message 60 something people, you should get a sale. If your product is any good, you should get a sale, right? So that's YouTube bait. So keep this stuff in mind. Blog bait. Okay, this is a blog by Neil Patel. He's a big name in our industry. He's big on social media training and all those type of things, right? So one of his blog posts has 232 comments. So you see the topic of the actual post was market trends, and let me see what it is. Here's what nobody's talking about in 2021. So again, if you had something that lined up with the topic of that blog post, or maybe he did a blog post that was, talking about network marketing, or, talking about something that is related to what you sell, wouldn't these 232 commenters be your perfect prospects? Type yes, if so. All right. So the same thing goes for radio, magazines, television, and influencers. So if you'll notice, if you've been on a radio station for a while, they always say, okay, we'll get back. We got to pay bills. We'll come back after a few minutes. And what do? They play advertising. They play ads that are targeted to that demographic. So out here in Maryland, I'm right outside of Baltimore. I live in Elkridge. We have a station. It's 92Q, and we got a couple of other stations. It's predominantly Black hip hop music. So the ads that they run is some of the funniest ads in the world, like credit repair and all of this stuff. But you can tell who they're targeting, right? Because they know, or the advertisers know, the demographic that radio station has. Same thing with magazines. You're not going to see in a vegan magazine, you're not going to see an ad for a sirloin steak. You're not going to see that because it's based on the demographics that, that magazine contains, right? Television, same thing. Depending on what you're watching, you want to see an ad that's related to that. And same thing with influencers, right? So I'll put down here as a little note, follow the interests, AKA bait, and target the audience. It'll make more sense in a moment. All right, same for ranking keywords. So you might have thought, okay, well, what about SEO? Same exact thing. The objective of SEO is to find keywords that people have consistently shown interest in. So that demand is already there, right? So you're using these keyword tools to see network marketing gets 10 million searches a month. YouTube ranking gets 5,000 searches a month. So you're finding that demand and you're trying to step in front of it. So again, consistently shown interest in, optimize your content for your offer to be found first. Okay, just notice you don't create traffic. Nobody creates traffic. That's why I really don't like that term, because it confuses people. Traffic is already there. Traffic already exists. You're just simply doing tactics to get in front of it, to step in front of those audiences, because you know that they're your audience based on the interest or the keyword, the post, the video that they're on. You know exactly what they're interested in. All right. Now, can you imagine this, right? What if there was a way to instantly find where the fish were already biting by the thousands on a daily basis? Wouldn't that be the ultimate advantage? And I spelled ultimate wrong. I know that. All right, so I'm going to show you something, okay? And it's just, I think, 3-minute video, so bear with me. I'll fast forward in some parts. Okay, so the whole concept behind the Proven Post software is to generate thousands of posts that have been proven to generate a ton of engagement. Now, that doesn't mean that you necessarily copy the post word for word, but you can get a general sense of the type of content that your market is interested in and has shown interest in by engaging with these posts. Now, let me show you real quick how the software works. So this software actually works with any niche, any market that you can imagine. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to do the network marketing space. So if you can see right here, My Lead System Pro is the page that I'm on. This is simply a platform that teaches network marketers how to market, recruit, and grow their network marketing business like a pro on the internet. So this is the page for My Lead System Pro. This is the group for My Lead System Pro, and this is one of the co-owners of My Lead System Pro, Brian Finale. So I'm just going to use all three of these as an example, and all you do, simply come up here to the URL, you copy. Let's go back to Proven Post. So this is a page. I'm going to go up here, paste it in, and click on Add Page. Now let's do profile. So let's go to Brian Finale. I'm just going to click on his name to get a clean URL to copy. Copy. Paste it in here. Okay, now lastly, let's get a group. Okay, just going to copy that URL and paste it in here. Add group. Okay, so as you can see, I have it loaded with one page, one profile, and one group. The only column left is results. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm not going to put too high of a number for the sake of this video, but I'm just going to put in for the like range. I want to only generate posts with a minimum of, let's say, 50 likes. And I'm just going to leave comments blank, and I'm going to leave shares blank. Okay, so and I'm going to actually cap this at 10. So what that means is, even though the software can continuously pull thousands and thousands of posts, I'm going to tell it to stop at 10. Okay, for the sake of this video, I'm going to go down here where it says select the start and end date. I'm just going to select the past 6 months, and I'm going to click start fetching, and let's watch it happen. So as you can see, the software has now completed its results, and I'm just going to click on the results tab right here, and let's see. Okay, so where was the source? So because I stopped the search early at 10 results, it was still going through the My Lead System Pro page. It was yet to reach the profile in the group. But here's the thing. You can have as many pages, as many posts, as many groups as you would like, all run simultaneously. I mean, you could have hundreds loaded in here, and you can simply export it when you're finished to save it on your computer. And once you use the software again, say after a couple of days to a week or two goes past and you want to generate all new results and posts, you can simply import that list back in here and run the software again. So like I said, you can literally have unlimited sources inside of here that you have locked and loaded. And let me just export the results real quick. Okay. All right, so you can see it's very nicely formatted. It has the actual URL. It has the amount of likes, comments, and shares. And as you remember, we put that we only want posts that have a minimum of 50 likes. You can see each and every one of these have 50 and up. Okay, so let's just choose this post right here. Okay, 74 likes. Just gonna go here, paste it in. Let's see, simple steps, secrets to prospect and recruit more reps for free via social media. So this is a great post. What you need to then do is digest the information inside of this post and go out and become the messenger, provide the value that you got from this post to your following. Because here's the thing, these pages, profiles, and groups that you're entering inside of Proven Post, they should be made up of leaders, influencers, and competitors in your same space. So whatever message they're putting out there that's getting a ton of engagement, you should be using Social Prospector Pro to grow the same audience they have. And so when you put out a similar message, you should get a similar result because your audience is made up of the same demographic. All right, everybody still with me? Let's see. Oh, let me go back down. Sorry about the volume. How was it clear? Everybody still with me? Amanda, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Okay, so how's the comments? Any comments so far? Any questions?
No, not really.
Okay, cool. So what Proven Post did in a nutshell, to sum it up, is pretty much went out and found viral Facebook posts based on the criteria that I gave it. So in the example, I put in Brian Finale, MLSP, And for those of you who are in this space, know that MLSP is My Lead System Pro. They teach people how to generate leads, whether you're in the internet marketing, network marketing business, whatever. So if I would have just continued to let the software go, it would have scanned all of the profiles, pages, and groups from what I put in, and it would have brought me back hundreds, if not thousands, of posts that had a minimum of the criteria that I gave it, which was I think 50 likes in the video. So just think about how powerful that is. And I'll put it all together in a few minutes, but just think about how powerful that is, that you can do that on demand on a daily basis, right? All right, so look, groups, profiles, and pages are all well and good. Okay, you might find rare occasions that somebody in your niche, whether they're an influencer or whatever, doesn't have a page or profile, but I'll show you a solution to that. But what I consider groups, profiles, and pages are their interest hubs. So if you see this picture right here, this is career day. So you can see all of the different tables in the back. So this one right here obviously is for, paramedics. This one back here might be military. This one might be carpentry. So the way I look at different groups and pages and posts on social media is they're basically interest hubs. And based on your interest, you're going to walk up to that table, AKA you're going to engage with that post. You're going to read that blog post. You're going to comment on that video, right? So just like I put here, think of it like career day. People who engage with specific content show you what they are interested in. Okay. Think about that. So look at traffic as tribes. People who are interested in the same thing often hang out in the same places together. Common interest often hangs out in the same places. Okay. And like I said, there are the rare occasions where you can't find posts, pages, or groups, right? Based on your niche. And you can see sometimes you may find niches that don't have many groups, pages, or profiles about them, but we have a solution for that as well. We got a trick up our sleeve. Okay, so right now I want to show you the hashtag feature, and this feature really works. It's a very powerful feature, first of all, and you'll see, sometimes it depends on the niche that you're in. You might not be able to come across a ton of groups or pages or profiles, and you still want to be able to collect posts that are about that specific topic or keyword that you're looking for your niche. This is where hashtags comes into play. So let me just give you an example. I'm going to do Bitcoin. And all I'm doing is I'm typing in keywords that if anyone made a hashtag about on that specific post, I know that the general topic of that post is about that keyword. So I'm going to put in a few more. Coinbase, BTC, Bitcoin, and you can even do it with spaces, and the software is going to convert it over to the format that a hashtag works with. So I'm going to do Bitcoin mining. I'm going to do Ethereum. And let's see, let me do one more, ETH. Okay. Now I have 6 hashtags in here. So once I go back to home, I'm going to just go here to minimum likes. I'm going to do 100. I'm going to skip over these for the sake of this video. I'm going to come down here, and even though I can let the software rip and just bring in infinite amounts of posts, I'm just going to stop it at 5. Keep this video nice and short. Okay. And as far as the time span that I wanted to search within, I'm going to do the past year. All right. So let's see what happens. All right, so let's take a look at the results. And you can see right here we have 5 posts. We put down 100 for the minimum likes that we wanted the software to find. And you can see right here, each of these has well over 100. This one, 337 likes. This one, 1,800. This one, 16. Let's take a look at the 1,800 one. So if I right click and click on preview, it's going to open it up. All right, so building the beast, a mining rig. So this person is just showing his mining setup, and you can see more than likely a pull from these two hashtags, so ETH and Ethereum. All right, so that's how we located it. So look at this. All of these people that support this type of post are more than likely knowledgeable and pre-framed to already understand the power of Ethereum and Bitcoin. So you can see this is extremely powerful because you don't need to worry about, generating posts that have 100 likes, 200 likes, or getting inside of groups that are not really engaged. If you're having that problem, if you're running into that issue, I guarantee if you use hashtags, you'll be able to come across not only posts that have a good amount of engagement, but you'll also find influencers in that space as well. So let's take a look at one more. Okay, let's take a look at the 337 likes. Okay, and this came from Coinbase themselves, which is a platform that allows people to buy, sell, and trade Bitcoin. So again, if you didn't know about Coinbase or any other leaders in this Bitcoin space, you just found a page, and also you see a variety of posts that you can tell the software to scan through on this page and find a ton of engagers. And not only that, let's go to hashtags. You can also export your hashtag list. So let's see, Bitcoin hashtags. And let's go ahead and export that to desktop. So the next time you come in, you can just import it and you can continuously add to it, adding more and more keywords for the software to work off of. Okay, now viral content plus endless leads on demand. Like you said, it's one of the things about our niche, internet marketing, nobody really prepares you for it. So that's why you have to do a lot of self-development. You have to kind of pull things out of yourself. So you might be obsessed with the technical stuff, the autoresponders, the follow-up, all of that stuff. But, when it comes to creating content and getting on camera and all of that, a lot of us hit a mental block to where it's like, well, can I just do it without that? So this is really an answer to people who struggle to come up with content, and not only content on a daily basis, but also content that's proven to work in your field, in your niche, right? So again, this is viral content plus endless leads on demand. And I'm going to show you something else. So like I said, you're going to love this, but let me stop sharing. No, actually, let me get out of this. Okay. Now, you see my screen? I'm all good, Amanda?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, cool. So earlier, right before the call, I actually didn't. So I put in some hashtags again, Bitcoin. I got 15 results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export those results. Oh, let me go back to results. I'm going to export those. And look at this. One of these posts got 38,000. That's crazy. All right, so I'm going to export that to desktop. And here's another cool thing. We just made it so not only can you export it as a CSV file, but also an Excel file. So I'm going to do CSV. So you see it popped up on my desktop. Now, for those of you who have Social Prospector Pro, you may be aware of this, but a lot of people still don't know that you can do this. And for those of you who don't, I'm going to show you how powerful this is. So this is my other software, Social Prospector Pro, hands down. And I'm not saying it just because it's mine. I believe it's the #1 lead generation software for Facebook when it comes to organic traffic. And you can manage things you can manage your Facebook profiles as well, remove dead leads, all type of stuff. But what I'm going to show you right here is this section where it says Post Friender. If you look down here, it says import proven posts. So if I click on that and I want to go to the file. So you see, I just took those same proven posts. It was 15 of them. And I imported it directly to Social Prospector Pro. Now, what I'm going to do next is, let me just open one of these up, because you might have been thinking, okay, he's saying find posts, you know, post here, post there, YouTube comments. But what is all of that? Like, how does that work? So what you want to do, again, like I said, you don't create traffic. The traffic already exists. The traffic is there. What we want to do is we want to step in front of that demand, right? So every single person who engaged on this, let me see the title. Get ready, folks. Bitcoin and MAGA sets for boom. So you can kind of like determine that every single person that engaged on this post knows about Bitcoin, right? And they're a fan of Bitcoin. So you see how it was lit up. So once I click on that, let me do that again. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back to that. I think my RAM is low. Got too much stuff open right now. But once I click on it, it's going to open up the post and it's going to allow me to friend request every single person. Yeah, I think my RAM is too low right now, but I'll just show you how it works in general. Let me exit out of that. Okay, let me just open up Facebook. Okay, and I'm just going to go to any random post. Okay, I'm not going to do an ad. Okay, let me do David's post. Okay, now, once I open up that list of engagers, these are my perfect prospects. Remember in the beginning, I said, who has my customers? You want to know who your avatar is, who your prospect is. This is who you're thinking of. This is who you are thinking of when you make all of your plans for your marketing campaign. You want to have a person in mind that likes specific content. So for example, if, again, I'll use the same example, that person loved, liked, laughed, whatever on the Bitcoin post, then common sense says that they're into Bitcoin. So what I want to do is I want to start friend requesting every single person. And what Social Prospector Pro allows you to do is it's going to automatically go down friend request. It's going to wait a couple seconds in between, friend request the next person, next person, next person. So over time, the objective is you want to fill up your Facebook profile with 5,000 of your perfect prospects. Think about how powerful that is. It really should be more, but Facebook caps us at 5,000 friends. But you know, there's ways around that. If you got multiple profiles, if you got 2 profiles, that's 10,000 potential people you can reach. But just think about how powerful it is to have 5,000 of your perfect prospects as friends. And every single time you post about Bitcoin or whatever you know that they're interested in, because you know where you found them, you know how you targeted them and became friends with them. Every single time you post on your timeline is being seen by only your perfect prospects. How hard would it be to make a sale? It's not going to be hard at all. You know, and like I said, I use the tool to promote the tool. I haven't paid a single dime, and you saw some of the results that I got, right? In just this business alone. I have multiple businesses, and I use this tool in other ones as well. So I wanted to show you that we just allowed you to integrate Proven Posts into Social Prospector Pro, because it's all well and good to have Proven Posts, but if you're going down and manually friend requesting every single person, you're going to get tired of that on a daily basis, right? And so let me go back to the slides real quick. Okay, so you checked out the integration. Now, here's the thing. Now, what you have right here is you have a swipe file. You have a swipe file. Let me preview that. So every day, as you add more and more hashtags, profiles, pages, and groups, every single day, you can run Proven Posts and generate hundreds of posts that have gone viral within your niche. So it's no excuse to ever run out of different content to create and share on your timeline. You'll have an endless supply. But not only that, every single piece of those contents in your swipe file represent targeted prospects as well. So you'll never run out of leads or content that the leads love. That's powerful. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? So again, results are not typical. You do have to actually follow the steps that I just showed you, as well as the training that we provide in order for you to properly do this method. Look like somebody drew on the screen again. Okay, but here's the thing. When you do when you do, the results will come. And here's another one of this is actually a side business. I haven't promoted for my solo ads in a long time, in over a year. But you see, I was still making some income in it last year because I used the tool so effectively. So that's another $53,000 from my solo ad business that I did. And that's just Stripe. That's not PayPal.
Courtney, excuse me, really quick. Whoever is doing that, can you please stop writing on the screen? We shouldn't have to ask that because we're all adults. Okay? If you're at the screen, please do not write on the screen.